So, sir, please start off, Neeti ji.
Okay. Guys, let's see that so just pull your chair here, you can capture. Pull your chair. Doesn't matter if our face.
This is all there, sir.
Chalo, ठीक है. Okay.
I think you can sit there. It's fine. Everybody are on.
Yeah. Okay, formally welcome all you guys to the Zena chapter meeting. Today, the 12th of March. We were supposed to meet at 3 p.m. but not at 5 p.m. Okay. So I think some new faces obviously, but you could quickly do like a 30-40 second intro of everyone. Then I think it will get us.
Just starts.
Oh, okay. I start. Okay.
President. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you very much. I'm still a little confused and I'm really not sure how I came to be in this position, but I am anyway. So my name is Neti Srinivasan. I work as a management consultant and I consult with 4 companies in Hyderabad. And I decided not to take on any more assignments because I want to take life easy. I worked in the industry for about 25 years and across various domains at various locations. And now, of course, happily settled in Hyderabad. And that's a little bit
The more you talk, the better it is.
Yeah, okay. Okay, Nakita, and I'm an academic turned entrepreneur. And right now, what I'm doing is helping nurture and holding startups, starting entrepreneurs, would be entrepreneurs so that they can start or scale their business. That's what I'm doing, from strategy to consulting them on different aspects, like how do they enter the market, how do they manage, how do they sustain, and there are others who come in at a stage where they are already started up, so we help them scale up as well.
Yes, in Madan, in recent spice borders, one
The last time you've seen it.
yeah. Just that time only I have said, but now I already preparing everything, going to market. And I'm taking Nandita ji help also. Then, yeah, since last time she was helping me in words. So now practically I want to go and meet her again. So through this family. So now I'm very happy.
Very good.
What is the brand name?
Village foods.
Village Foods. Nice.
She's one of the day we had that.
Very nice.
She had that project.
Oh, come in.
Yeah.
Always great to have some.
So after long 2 years.
Sir.
Yeah, my name is Balaraj. I'm native of Guntur, but settled down here in Hyderabad. I'm a project consultant and associate with the IT government department of Telangana. And I worked as a judge for the child court in Rangareddy district for 7 years. Now I'm leading some projects in Telangana and other states like Uttarakhand and Himachal Pradesh. I'm also into International Human Rights Association, chairman for the Public Grievances South Zone India.
Wow.
Thank you.
And he's also a Steve Knight.
No, that should not miss that. Should not miss that.
Not
anymore.
No, he takes the pride in being a Steve Knight. So
So that a bit of capital.
Yes.
I myself Lavanya, I'm from Mumbai. I'm struggling with industry.
But still an actress.
Wow. Nice. Have you done some movie? Okay. Nice.
So,
Okay, good.
she's now debuting as a television actor.
Now, super. Welcome.
Very good answer.
Really?
Very good answer. Yeah, very good answer.
Thank you for leaving.
Yeah.
Sure.
Very good team and crew also. The dance crew.
To see.
Sir,
We-
so I'm moderating, sir. Ask.
Think of moderation, I will last.
So I'm Harshit Gupta. Earlier, when I spoken, I was part of my family business, which was into wheat flour manufacturing. We manufacture maida. So right now, I've just recently joined my dad's venture. We are into import and export of scrap tires and scrap paper. So basically, we're exporting a lot of scrap paper, scrap tires from various countries and importing in India. So I've recently, couple of weeks back, I've just joined with my dad in the new venture. So we're just exploring that as of now.
Exporting.
Scrap paper and scrap tires from various countries. And India, there's a lot of import. We are basically traders. We buy from someone from other countries and we sell it to a trader or end user in India or other countries again, Vietnam, Thailand.
So the software is still on.
No. The Secunderabad one is closed, the Chelmas one is on.
So we'll all visit.
What's
Which are-
that? What's that? Softly then.
Yeah.
That is yours?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
The entry code, we have done that.
Ah.
My uncle's is still on in the Chelmas one. Abbott's.
Alex Sherman.
All inside the.
Yes, I think it's one of the most famous things for softy.
Near that Pandagas road somewhere.
That is the one.
That you closed. Okay, that was quite.
That's confounding.
Okay.
So in Hyderabad, still I think the best place for vanilla swirl is softy.
Yeah.
Softy ice cream, is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sir, your introduction.
You have to introduce yourself.
Mine?
Yeah, please.
No, no, yeah. It's fine, it's there for you.
What are
Yes,
we-
very good.
Basic.
I am I'm a chef.
Wow.
I'm my education, my psychology. So, to Hyderabad. Both reasons. Once. Right now, I'm studying just last month. Okay. So I was starting 3 years when I got married. But then I got this from Hyderabad.
Struggling good for after 25 years of work as. When I quit and now I started special job. Really the mother started.
Oh.
So, really, there is no cost hospital area. There is no company, there is no. 94, one of the middle class guy.
What's it?
Doctor, I mean,
Hospitals.
He's also in the hospitals.
okay, other than Doctor Sarojini,
Oh.
hospital, yeah. So we registered as HPC, Hakshipura Pali. You know, but it's more by Manoj name, Doctor Sarojini Maternity Hospital. I started the physiotherapy as Doctor Sarojini physiotherapy, Doctor Sarojini physiotherapy. Much easier to
But she's.
do the marketing and all the pediatricians know my mother. So when I want to go for kids with autism, so the pediatricians are not practicing for. So the pediatricians they just know my mother.
Wow.
Easier. These are started here.
Yes, sir.
Neti brother, if we have covered the initial round of intro and things like that, can we proceed with the next item, which is a very, very major item, and I would want audio to be covered very well. Can we proceed with the award ceremony?
Not yet.
Not yet, not yet. Just you for 5 minutes.
1 minute, रुक जाइए.
Oh, okay, fine.
So I'm Manish
So
Agarwal.
if there are people left, then okay.
I am the independent financial advisor. Financial. I'm also deeply involved with spirituality. I'm associated with the heartfulness practice, volunteer into them to train people who are interested.
So, yeah. Yeah. And the leftist. So greetings, everybody. First of all, thank you for assembling here. And I'm a couple days producer of the Telangana Film Chamber of Commerce. So right now I'm producing with Hindan. On the way. So I have my talk show called Digital Public University. And the talk show. Bob said. And like sir, even my folks are good doctors, actor was there. All that you've seen how it's, they are like life. Very critical. So much time you get on this. So I also write poetry. Creative line is my interest. And I'm also a sports lover, which is why I wanted to have the sports cross-board team come sometime soon will happen. So I support and mentor quite a lot of sporting organizations, which are not Olympic sports. I also have a foundation, which is for Olympic sports, Olympic Sports Foundation. We support budding sports people, and also that's the background I have.
So at some point, I would love to show you the sports complex.
Yes,
So
yes.
we have
Yeah,
built about
Yeah.
14 badminton courts,
Yeah.
3 squash courts, swimming pool.
They all been used
They are-
when people.
Just recently, Anurag Thakur, who is the sports minister, inaugurated it about 2 weeks back. And P. Gopichand is putting up his badminton academy here.
Oh, wow. Second one. He has one already, so one more.
So, sir, we can proceed with the awards as we have.
Yeah, Rajiv. Rajiv, can you hear us?
Bye. सुन सकते हैं?
No, it's come.
No, you are on, he must be on mute, no? No?
No, you can hear us.
Ah, yeah. We are not on mute.
So we are right now going to proceed with the
Yeah, yeah, I'm now unmuted, yes.
Now we're proceeding with the awards.
No, first of all, I think we need. for being-
But can we have a boom, boom audio?
Anji?
I mean, can we have a boom, boom audio types? Because abhi to it is, we are only capturing the video, audio ekdam nahi aa raha.
Oh, it's not with a Zoom.
But we are able to hear you very clearly.
I'll start announcing so it becomes easy.
Don't worry, I'll be clear.
Be on the wall. I'll be-
Yes, yes, Nedi brother. So go ahead,
Go ahead, go.
Okay,
He
so
wants you to.
rock the show because it's very important.
Yeah.
Woo! Manishi, because this award goes to Manishi, can you open it?
What a surprise pack. And I do hope that there is a lapel pin and he must wear it.
He gave it to you. Yeah, sure.
You do away the award, no? You're blessed.
And then we have to give him also one. You know, what is it, certificate of application for award?
So I'll read it out. Months say always certificate of appreciation. Dear Manish Agarwal, congratulations. You deserve this. Proud to see most nominations coming to you for this category. And this comes from Executive Vice President, 5th of February 2023. Congratulations, sir. President, please. To be honest. Okay, fine.
Next one you do it.
You come. Come. So there's an annual award certificate of appreciation to Nethi Srinivasan. Dear Nethi Srinivasan, congratulations, you deserve this. Proud to see maximum nominations coming to you for this category, Wizard of PR Skills. And again, signed by Executive Vice President Zena Family, Sunday, 5th of February 2023. Please.
He's also heading the Hyderabad chapter.
Thank you.
Everybody has to.
Thank you.
Oh, that's me.
That's good.
But where is the lapel pin for Neti brother?
He's taken it
Already
already.
misplaced it.
That's the boost.
Yes.
So speaker, they come this way. So this is Mehuna Certificate of Appreciation. Dear Sunita Taluri, congratulations, you deserve this. Proud to see most nominations from Zena members coming to you for this category and given away by the Executive Vice President, Zena Family, Sunday, 5th of February. So this will be honest.
Yeah, you can take some pictures then.
We have it afterwards, no? I didn't capture those. Yes.
Wait, I didn't get it on the now. So. Yes.
Cyril, thank you.
Very good.
What, how clear was it? Let's go.
कुछ एक न्यू कैटेगरी में दो ना तो चल जाएगा।
इसकी सब यूनिक कैटेगरीज हैं।
इसका मिल गया इसको। Okay, wait.
No, this is it. It's a-
So President here.
President Bharat.
So this is to the lady, Manse always certificate of appreciation to dear Anita Sethi. Congratulations, you deserve this. Proud to see most nominations coming to you for this category, signed by the Executive Vice President Zena Family on the Sunday, 2023. President here.
One say always. Nice.
Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
Yes, sir, the awards.
Rajiv ji.
You want all the awardees at one platform? I think awardees are all over just.
No, no.
Look forward. So one we awardees.
Can we have a group photograph of the awardees? And if they are proud, then I would request them humbly to put on the lapel pin.
Label pin? He wants a label pin.
No, no, label पे नहीं दिखेगा, ये दिखेगा.
That you can hold it. Just hold it.
That will become more visible.
If you understand for the press, no, when they,
Can somebody take a picture of you?
yeah, on your phone,
The phone.
because everything is not that easy to catch. Yeah. Right, left. You say that right, left.
I thought long time back he had a slogan called Binaka Smile.
One second.
Binaka smile. He wants to do Binaka smile.
That was a Bachchan thing, right?
Look
You should
here,
have that
please.
Binaka teeth for that.
Look here, please. Anita, here, please.
Say right, left, left.
Is cool.
Thank you.
You hear and you, right.
So we'll proceed with the other agenda.
Yeah, kindly proceed. I am just recording. Don't worry.
Right, thank you, please. So I
You
think-
can continue.
Yeah. Set of announcements kind of a thing. I think the larger question is, what do we do with Zina? While we've met a couple of times and the club has been in existence for some time. But there is a certain fuzziness about what are the sort of activities that we need to do. Some confusion around that. So we're trying to put some direction that we want in that. And there are obviously expectations of everybody who's come here and who want to get something out of it, potentially. But the thought is that when you come in here expecting to get something out of it, come in with the readiness to give something also. And if somebody has something to give, then please offer that and we can figure out. Like this is obviously very good, connection where we suddenly find that we have the CEO of Priya Pickles available with us, ex-CEO. And if somebody who's like a startup who probably needs all the help he or she can get from this entire thing. So this is a fabulous connection and stuff like this a little more if we can have it Zina kind of a thing. And so once we have a sense of who can offer what and in which direction and etc., we can create a set of resources and map it out to who can give and everything. And that will become a bit like a network resource available to everybody. Like now I know that Nandita ji does a lot of work with startups. And I know several startups who are actually struggling, but I could actually make the connect and make sure that
I would look at my resource who can give consultancy to.
Exactly.
That's right.
Exactly. We're also thinking of, again, putting something in terms of formalizing some amount of time which each member can contribute to Zina. Now, this is something that we want to put on the table and figure out how it can basically go from there. If we can also think of prioritizing one aspect in the social sector and one aspect in the industry or business sector, then it will also help us reach out to the right people and figure out what we can do in terms of creating a platform for this. So that's the fourth point. And now the areas that we were thinking about is, given the vast network that each individual has out here in this group, look at, whether we can provide some sort of consulting opportunity, provide consultancy, have workshops, have some training sessions, things like that, where Zina can become better known across various forums. And once we have the mapped resources available with us, and we also have a direction and what we want to do, and we have set specific priorities in various sectors, then we can create a small set of experts and who can basically drive these initiatives. Now, this is what we want to put on the table, and if somebody has anything to contribute, then it'll be nice to hear other perspectives.
We'll take everybody's opinion.
Yeah. So the first overall thought being, this is what is kind of, we've put it on on the table for everyone to consider. Now this, we could agree with it, we could disagree with it, we could throw something out, we could bring something else in. The point being that Zina has this very, very unique, very eclectic set of people. This is if you see, everybody is doing very, very different things, and this is unique in that sense. So the kind of resources and the network that we can bring to the table are vastly different from any other organization which exists out there. So that's the thought we said, if we could build something meaningful and create a platform out of this whole thing, it'll be a worthwhile use of our time. And second thing being, it's not like a normal they're going to be unique experiences as it were. So that's it. Happy to hear.
So my point is very simple, that whenever you plan to offer consulting services or anything of that type, under the Zina umbrella, then you have to first think in terms of the marketing effort and the person who will do it, and why would he want to do it under the Zina? This thing. So that part, till it is mapped out, say in your case, if for example, you might have gone to 4 people and, or maybe you've gone to 10 people or 4, you got some consulting type of contracts.
Yeah.
Now consulting, selling by itself is a very
Oh, yeah.
involved exercise. It's not, it requires effort upfront and
continual effort.
and continual effort after that. And not only that, even when you're making the effort upfront, there is no guarantee that you will actually get
Exactly.
a result.
The hit rate is
So
very
I
high.
think the first few things which we need to map out, and I'm not trying to say we need to get an answer right away here, is what kind of, what kind of efforts in terms of man hours, competency that can be put in, which means who volunteers?
Yeah.
And how does that translate into a commercial, this thing, both for the person and for Zena together? And I don't think so far we have deliberated or even tried to map. that.
No, we've not. Obviously, whenever we're doing something, the returns have to be commensurate with the value that's being derived out of it. So what is the value that Zena as an entity is offering? And what's the value that an individual is offering? And how do these two synergize and what we get out of it?
And that can happen only if 1 and 1 make 11 and not 1 and 1 making 2.
Exactly.
Which means that you are
Exactly.
either drawing on resources in some other part of Xena
Correct.
where the offering is very compelling, because of which the offering is very compelling.
Yes.
Otherwise, it can be a lot of effort without much
Yeah,
uh,
return.
output.
And that can get very frustrating. After a while, the effort itself will die. Very nice.
Sina, a new group altogether,
Yeah.
or it is only a new chapter in Hyderabad.
It's new organization.
New organization completely.
There's-
So,
there-
we are
So they started relatively before pandemic, but it's all.
I think slowed everything down.
So it started somewhere around 2016 also. I've seen some old videos.
Yeah, so it's has been there for quite some time, but the group has been a loosely knit group around. People are,
So I think, my association has been with one for 1 or 2 years. What I have seen is mostly it is right now, especially after the pandemic, regrouping and rebuilding the teams, not anything else. And that's fair. Because it does take time, people have to take out.
Yeah. For me, it's, when we met at the Glass Onion in November, that was my kind of introduction to Zena.
Yeah, and
yeah, so I think, like Manish said, even before we think of how we can create any business model around it, I think we would need to first think of how we can, make this group stronger. Make this group in Hyderabad stronger, little bigger, little stronger. With a set of rules that, see, without that, it will not be able to follow things, because I'm part of other groups also. I know how groups can come in and they can just go away if you do not have that compelling thing to keep it together. Right? So we'll need, see, on a informal basis, there's always scope to work with each other. She can work, I can work. In fact, I was introduced to Manish Agarwal from here, and after that, he has been regularly coming as a mentor, even during the pandemic online session he has taken. So this was something I got from them now. That way, so we can look at it. But if you want to do something through Zena, I think that will have to wait till we create a stronger group with more compelling reason to be part of it. And that compelling reason will really not come from the professional thing that I can follow up on this resource and do some business or create something. It'll be more from the other angles, which are like maybe social, or maybe something that I can look for an improvement for myself from the group. Okay, or if the group can stand as like what we put up in the group today from Mridul, she was very touched.
right.
Those are things that are very important in life. It's like standing and supporting people when they need you. So if this can at least be made into a group like that, which can also work on, okay, if it is like some networking, or I can introduce you to somebody or something, not looking at creating business directly from this group. That won't happen. Like he said, we'll always think of how we can do it on our own.
Yeah.
So what am I looking at this group is not like I can go business from it. But yes, if there is somebody who can contribute to my work or to your work or to any work, we will do that.
So then, if I understand it correctly, I mean, I think there are broadly, you're saying one is just the sheer connections that we make, just because we get together and, we.
Yeah, no, but
That's
This
one.
group is has to be very compelling for us to.
Yeah, so that's the second part.
Yeah.
Which is okay. We offered this to Zina, I mean, what is Zina offering me in a very, very broad sense of the term? So if Zina were to become much bigger than the sum of everybody out here, where everybody can draw from it while also contributing to it, I think we need to get to that level.
Yeah, but for that, we need to contribute first.
Yes.
And that will come from more of, things like. It could be anything, it could be from social volunteer, it could be from advisory support. Because I know groups where there are places where you can come and actually say, let's say we're having a meeting now, and let's give you a format which can be helpful. In which one member will present his challenges or what really, he's going through. After he presents, whether it's official or personal or anything, you can present it. The other, we have to be non-judgmental and also some confidentiality attached to it. The other members, after listening to that, have to give an advice, which can be very worthwhile. So let's say if I'm going through some challenge, okay? So I say, okay, in my business, this is the challenge I'm going through. Okay, and this is how I'll give you a full format of this is what happened, this is how it is. Right now, I'm at this crossroad and I'm facing a challenge. And then you people will ask me questions. But again, as I said, this is going to be a very confidential kind of thing because I'm discussing something. But if I can get some good advice from somebody here, even if out of everybody, out of your experiences, out of your the way you looked at things, and then you give me that advice. Look, out of all this, even if one advice is useful for me, it can really make a difference to you. So it can be anything, it can be professional, personal, anything. But that confidence will come only when we are feeling like a more cohesive and compelling group to discuss.
No, and there has to be a certain level of, and I'm coming now from with my experience with NGO, because I'm in some ways very deeply associated with this NGO, which we popularly call Heartfulness. Now, there is a certain level of commitment and this thing that the founders have been able to create. I mean, and that commitment is from within. Nobody tells them do this or do that because the organization is so huge. But those people are glued on because something very extraordinary they received from the organization, and therefore, or from the so that model require and so
it will take time.
Not only take time, it requires huge commitment. I mean, there are people in this organization who have sacrificed everything in order to support the organization. Everything is everything. They said, like one of the founders, one of the in the lineage, that person had a sick wife at home who was bedridden, but he used to travel 6 months a year for the organization. No personal benefit, 0% benefit. So that's the level. I mean, what I'm trying to suggest is that when we are thinking in terms of getting in revenues or supporting something else, that's the level of commitment it requires. And if you want to make something big, otherwise it can be an informal, loose group where we sort of
network help support, and we can also look at many other things. Sorry to interrupt. We can look at non-business things where like we want to visit some place, we can go it as a group, or we want some cultural activity, social kind of thing. So from that, once the comfort zone comes, then we can think.
No, but you have to again think about why would people come into the group?
Yeah.
That and the chicken and egg also a problem.
So I think for that, maybe we'll have to create 2 to 3 things why they should come into the group. That's our pitch for getting people in.
Yeah.
So when people can join groups like, they have only one agenda, like mountaineering or trekking group or some group. So like that, can we make 2, 3 things as our core? Either we are doing something, giving back, or for networking, and 2, 3 things we should have. Where internally one is the help that we can offer to each other, okay, within the group. And the other thing could be something like cultural or, something where as a group you can.
I'm really.
We'll take the opinions.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
ఇప్పుడు ఎక్కినది ఏం చెప్పలేను కూడా అదైతే ఏం లేదు.
So,
No, maybe you can say, what are you looking at from this?
What do you want,
What do you want
expecting
from-
from this? Man, don't worry about the language barrier.
Yeah, we can understand.
Even if we don't understand.
what are you expecting from this universal culture? The expectation.
Why do you want to be a part? What do you expect?
ఎక్స్పెక్టింగ్ అంటే నేను ఫస్ట్ జాయిన్ అయ్యాను అంటే నాకేం తెలియకుండా సరే నెమ్మదిగా ఏంటంటే అందరూ కోఆర్డినేట్ అయ్యి కలుస్తున్నారు, మీటింగ్స్ మాట్లాడుతున్నారు, డిస్కషన్స్ అబౌట్ సో మెనీ వేరియేషన్స్ థింగ్స్ బట్ దెన్ ఐఎమ్ లుకింగ్ ఓన్లీ ఫర్ ది మై బిజినెస్ ప్లాన్.
She's
How
very
big-
clear about her business.
Yeah, if there is any sources in small way. So I'm not expecting so many things, but only in small things. If there is any chances for me in this group or in out of this, so anybody can help me. Like that, I was waiting. That's it. So, but first I have to build up myself. So that's what first I was completely brought on one platform about my business, about brand name and everything, and about quality and everything. So prices. Now I'm okay. I'm keeping in this group. Then if there is any helpful, then I'm
Sure.
Very good. Good. She's quite clear about it. So,
Bye.
Actually, what we heard is Zina is a family. The whole concept is Zina as a whole family and supporting each other in different aspects. So, as discussed earlier, like there are different areas of interest like business, culture, sports, and other platforms. Maybe if you could finalize like shortlist certain programs like have it for schedule like 6 months or 1 year.
They are coming.
We'll take another 15 minutes.
10 minutes.
I think 10 to 15. Like as Nandita ji told, like first need to strengthen like this group. Then we have like a common agenda or a particular clarity of what we are going to do, what we are about to do or what we are here, then we can expand the chapter. So whoever coming into this group, new members or whom we are going to invite. So if they pose a question that what it is, what if I come in?
what's in it for me?
Yeah.
That's normal thing.
So for those questions, what if means we should have a strong answer in that. If that clarity we have, then I think we can like we don't have any boundaries to expand or strengthen anything. So let's like
Create a stronger group.
yeah, stronger group and a strong agenda. Like suppose as we discussed, like maybe supporting in sometime in business and having certain programs like culture, like in periodical cultural programs or sports events. And basically the society or a family, what we have career, strengthening our career, personal career, and taking out some leisure time. Maybe career in other aspects also, maybe people are having sports like culture or different aspects. So there we can see that what can we do the best for them. Once we have a strengthen, once we strengthen and clarity we have in our group, suppose what Zina can do for this, then we can go further, because since it's a national, international level, maybe in other groups or in other chapters, you might get some resources from that area. So from whatever support or external support, internal support, suppose maybe somebody else, other part of India required some support from our group. There we are. So once we know that what are the meetings we conduct and what are the strengths we have, the best we can give to our group, not to anyone else. If that we can find it out, I think we are there.
Yeah, she knows. She just learned today.
I feel the same way that today, I mean, if any startup is coming up or any person is starting their own business, they would need some support. Like today, I did my education from SPJM. I did a family business. So what they did was they made a WhatsApp group of everyone who was part of the family business school. There were about 15 batches. Each batch had 120 students from globally. So today, if I need help, suppose I'm looking for a supplier in paper, I can just drop a message in that group that, you know what, I need a help, I need a contact for this person. Anyone globally has a contact, they automatically reply in that group saying that, you know what, I can help you out here. This is a contact, or you can just message me. Earlier, when I was in the beach for manufacturing business, I needed a contact in geo market. So someone knew the head of India in marketing. So he's like, you know what, I have a contact, you can give him my reference, you can contact him, and he will be able to help you out. And that way I got a lead from them. So that way, my suggestion is why only have a Hyderabad chapter right now? As we are a small group, why not keep a South zone? So that we have a better contact, more resources, and we'll be able to develop faster. Then later on, we can divide it to small. Yes, yes. So imagine meeting as an entire zone, South zone. There might be other groups also. We need more people.
There is one in fact.
Yes. So Bangalore, if there's one Chennai, Hyderabad, we can actually
Big
meet.
one in Chennai right now. Bangalore is
So
pretty wide.
if we have an intercity meet all together, or maybe a Zoom call, then maybe we get an idea about what other chapters also thinking. So that way we at least know that what kind of people are trying to be part of this organization.
Very, very good.
Very good.
Yeah. And the later part also, yeah, and later part, we can coordinate all these groups at one time at one common
Earlier,
point.
we had one WhatsApp group, but now I think chapter wise we have.
In our thing also, what they did was initially the number of students were less, so they had one common group. Later on, as and when the students kept increasing, from each group they selected 10 number of students and they made it into one main group, and others were a part of a different group. So anyone had a query in the other group, they should just post it, and the person of the 10 group, they should share that query in the main group.
Yeah.
So that it automatically forwards all around the groups, and anyone gets a contact, they pass it on.
Yeah.
So right now we can just start off with one main group wherein we are contacted with Pan India, wherever the group is organization is present. So that we get an idea about what others are and what others' background are in this organization. So we know that what kind of people are actually trying to be a part of this organization.
Yeah.
No, that's okay.
Yeah, whatever you want. She's the first one.
So you can also say something what you feel you're expecting from it. Any expectation?
Yes, yes.
That's okay. Like, whatever it is to the business or the culture, you want the growth in the career. Better than
Yes.
we have now.
Your expectation.
So maybe networks.
You know, I came to meet my son. He also the. I just even tell them that this is a Lena. So you can see the house and so I just told them, please come over. We are anyway having a few Lena members here and we'll have good fun. That was.
We actually, with my story is like Bala sir, as I told you, we are politically connected. We have a political party, which we voted, me and Bala.
Oh, I know that. What was the party name?
Jai Bharat.
Jai Bharat Jansen.
So we contested
The
in
national
the
party.
elections in 18.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
That's good. That's
So
good.
That's how we are connected.
Bring up these.
So we contested in Karnataka elections and also it's been happening, so and so forth. And again, politics is an expensive game.
Yeah.
Our deriving interest comes because of both our fathers have been politicians, so that's the interest. So we have a lot of vibrant political interest, and that's how we discussions primarily on politics.
Okay,
But
okay.
nothing beyond that. Business happens through that, not with the discussion. So for me, Zina has been a world of good because 2021, practically COVID time, doing nothing, sitting at home, they wanted me to host. So it was like an activity for me. Kaam kar raha hu. Even yesterday, he wanted me to host the ambassador. Which was done. So I had a gift to talk. So
Yeah.
yeah. So it happened like that eventually. So I was really asking Rajiv भाई also कि चाहते क्या मतलब आपका क्या मेन इंटेंशन क्या आपका कि लोग इससे जुड़े हैं ठीक 2-3 साल से जुड़े हैं उसका क्या फायदा क्या होता है कि हम काम कर रहे हैं इसमें से we have 50,000 people all over the world in 34 countries. So there is a network which is built up. Just stay afloat. मतलब उसमें रहो आप. And he's very clear कि आप I actually asked him अगर मैं कुछ business कर रहा हूँ, मुझे 1 crore का business किया. Is Zena expecting something? Because you have to ask, right? You have to very careful.
Obviously.
हाँ कि मैं और for example me and Anita have cracked a deal through this platform, okay, and it could be worth 10 crores. So is Zena expecting something? He said, yeah, 10% is, which goes to the profit.
In the royalty.
Royalty is the profit of Zena, which is like I got a clarity yesterday. Ki, हाँ, this is what is being expected. End of the day, everybody looks at a professional growth and career growth, and no matter what, service also comes when you have jump of money. So I got a fair idea. Ki, हाँ, this is very clear now. I have a clear thing. I network with people out here. The career opportunities there, professional opportunities there. You transcending. If there's a financial know-how happening, fair enough. You pay royalty to anyone. It's fair enough gain. So this was the thing, and I give an idea immediately. Ki, can we do a concert with Zena Hyderabad chapter, or like I can get here in my with my cinema connection, anything. How we can do it, then we'll do. The ticketing sales can happen through Zena. It will be a nice platform. It will be profit-making venture. This is the game which I know. I know I'm good at event management. I'm good at film production, TV. Can we do a show that of that level to build the thing? So yeah, we have 50,000 members and we can do the ticketing sales within the group. Oh, yeah, see, like we had Ilayaraja live recently. So it's also a cultural thing where we all get engaged to do an event,
Yes.
right? So we can do a sports event, we can do a cultural event like that together, off take. उसमें business होता अलग चीज है. It's an activity that we all
It brings together.
togetherness.
something
हम लोग एक महीना उसके लिए काम करेंगे. Then we'll be so many things will be there. We'll meet so much. So for me, event will drive people to one point. And we can use this in a network or emblem or the connection that you have, because of the so much vast connections with the IAs, IPs, whatever. So diplomacy, mein, whatever hitches you have will be solved easily. Because that what I see as a strength is,
No, they're very good people.
yeah, quite a credible IAs, IPs, retired colonels.
Skill development
and
people,
so many
university
things,
people,
yeah.
faculty.
So I also have something like, if you do a golf tournament also, because it's a big thing, which isn't what I am looking at my end, at that cliche. So I have my clearness in my mind of how to go about it. Of course, I have my,
Very interesting stuff.
yeah,
So what I'm trying to see is what is the value that Zena is adding into
Yes,
this.
yes.
It's the network
It's
that
an
we
economic
have.
platform.
So if we have to sell 50,000 tickets, and Zena has the capability. of
Exactly.
selling us 50,000 tickets.
exactly.
So now I see the value.
Yes.
And from that we get something, we probably get a forecast, we can use it for some.
So can we do an event? And we sell a ticket. She can put a stall, a pickle stall can happen, right? A soft drink stall can also happen. See, उसमें एक चीज हो जाता है, like how typical conference happen or the events happen.
Got it. But so the spread,
There are 15,000 people part of it.
50 all over the world.
So are we connected
Not
in any way to those 50,000?
Not
people?
only
On the platform?
They have WhatsApp groups around, but now I
No,
think
but having
I
a
will
platform to draw those 50,000 people to the platform, that is a very big.
yeah,
I
but see,
think
what,
no,
just being connected on a WhatsApp group doesn't give us.
was it
Ah.
like a platform or something?
But we have been able to monetize it in that way, and how do we, see, even if we want to monetize, we need to know the lines of activity that we can do.
Right.
So that is something everybody is thinking of. So if there is something you want to do, okay, this argument has come up many times, or if I have something to do, why would I come to Zena and not do it myself? Okay, so why would I come to Zena is if I can draw on resources.
Correct.
So that is the main thing we are looking at, that Zena has some resources which we can draw on. And if I get connected to someone and do a business with that, then I can pay to the platform.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Or pay to the platform, or you can have a joining fee,
Yeah.
some sort of
Because it's
arrangement.
really good actually, that will be a show of flow.
Actually works, even for that matter, any small event now in Hyderabad, they're making good money.
So we were asking that, let us, I think, I don't know if Rajiv, you are online, we tried to get people and their backgrounds in the data so that we can, some algorithm can identify who is in what so that we can know where to look at.
Professional.
So, yeah, but the data has not been captured.
Yeah, but still, there has been a lot of leverage which has come out of those 50,000 people. If I remember correctly, was it you? Somebody lost a passport in London and.
No, that was my story with another group, which is a completely different thing. I shared that story and I said, this could become like that, and that was a inspirational story, which actually I went through.
What was the story?
Yeah, that was like, so I'm part of one of these, this is one of the global organizations called Young Business Organization, YPO. This is like, it's a very,
Is it something like the YNI, Young India?
YNG. YNG is the younger version of that.
I think should we start our snack?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Then we can talk this offline. So
Come with-
I can share the
So,
story. I'll
we take the laptop there or?
No, we'll give him 5-10 minutes.
Okay.
They're going for high tea.
Don't worry, wherever you're going, he just has to move the laptop, that's it.
So you cannot.
No, even the IT will be captured, don't worry. मनीष भाई खाली IT का वो आप लैपटॉप को उधर शिफ्ट कर दीजिए.
We'll have the mobile.
हाँ,
Yeah.
or the mobile, whichever way.
Doesn't want to show his house on the laptop.
But do continue capturing.
Beautiful. A lot of patience for you.
Yes.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah. Last time, I think when we met, right, last month, when we were- Inside.
Hmm. Hmm. अरे सबसे पहले ये बताओ, अगर सनी के अलावा कोई जुगाड़ है? हम्म,
जाना पड़ेगा।
कहाँ? हाँ,
वहीं उत्तम लोग से पता करना पड़ेगा।
किससे?
और देखते हैं लड़का वही, ये नहीं है
सुमित तो है नहीं, पटना है।